It's another round of weekend action powered by superbets.com.gh. My name is Godfred Kotoko, and boy am I excited. After a long break, the Ghana Premier League is back and I'll be focusing heavily on that. First game I want to look at is a game that perhaps was written as the game of the season last year. WAFA, based in Sogakope against Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Festive football for fans, and I suggest that if you are anywhere in the part of town, you should go because it's going to be a fantastic game. Kumasi Asante Kotoko, fresh off massive recruitment and with eyes on the title, come up against a very strong WAFA side who I must say have lost two influential players. Zakaria Mumuni has been let go to Adriana, and goalkeeper Felix Annan has returned to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, but they have Razak Abalora, one of the best young goalkeepers in the country, in WAFA. So how do I think this game will pan out? I think that WAFA as usual will dominate possession at Sogakope and defeat Kumasi Asante Kotoko and David Duncan. I'm sorry coach, I know we are friends, but you're going to lose this game by a single goal to 0. That is my pick. Second big Premier League game, and it's a quick chance for revenge for defending champions Obuasi Ashgold. Now they lost the Super Cup to Midiama, and Midiama visit Obuasi this time around. I think that Ashgold seem to be getting things around. They've turned a corner after a pretty abysmal preseason, and I think that they'll be very strong. In fact, I think they'll be so strong for Midiama that I'm tipping Nuhu Fusaini, who is yet to open his account for Obuasi Ashgold, to score a goal this weekend. Final Premier League game I want to look at is a regional derby, and boy, is it going to be a tasty one. Controversial Techiman City FC will finally get to debut in the Premier League after all the legal wobbles, and they'll be taking on regional rivals Brekum Chelsea. Brekum Chelsea were pretty impressive last season after selling off a host of their star players. Now they are still young and they've lost two of their most crucial players in striker Stephen Osei-Bafo, but I think that they are also a very strong team, recruited well, but Techiman City at home I think will be very hard to beat. Recruited responsibly as well in the experienced Samche, and have one of the best young goalkeepers in the league in Ismail Yaya as well. I'm tipping Techiman City to go for the debut win against veteran Brekum Chelsea. Now, aside the excitement of the local league, there's just one big game left, and that is the FA Cup game between Chelsea and Manchester City. Now, you will think that Chelsea have a better record against Manchester City in cup competitions. No, they don't. Manchester City have beaten Chelsea 4 times in the past 5 games that they have met. In fact, the last time they met, they lost by 2-0 to Manchester City. Poor Chelsea. Now, coming off the loss in Paris, Gus Hiddink will think that this is a fine opportunity to get things back on track, but I don't think that they're going to change that trend. Manchester City will look to halt a losing trend that has been happening for the past 2 weeks and get back on the winning trail. I tip Manchester City to beat Chelsea in the FA Cup. So that ends another round of weekend action brought to you by superbets.com.gh. For more information, you can check pulse.com.gh/sports.